Hello students, welcome to the chemistry online classes. We were discussing about the haloalkanes and haloarenes chapter. Okay, in the previous class we have completed the discussion of the physical properties, and today we have to discuss about the chemical properties. Okay, as we have discussed already, in the chemical properties, three types of reactions in which the haloalkanes and haloalene can undergo. What are those three types of reactions? Nucleophilic substitution reaction, and elimination reaction, and reaction with the metals. Okay, yes, today we will concentrate on nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, in the previous class I had given you the introduction, that is what is the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, carbon halogen bond is partially polar, it gets a partial positive charge, partial negative charge. Okay, and when any of the nucleophile attacks here, it attacks to the carbon, and halogen leaves as what? Halide ion. Therefore, there will be a formation of new nucleophile and carbon bond. Hence, the halogen leaves as a halide ion. Okay, this is about the introduction of the nucleophilic substitution reactions which the haloalkanes can undergo. Okay, you got what are nucleophilic substitution reactions. Okay, due to the polar nature of the carbon and halogen bond, the nucleophile can attack to the carbon atom. Hence, the halogen atom will leave as what? Halide ion. Got it? Okay. In the nucleophilic substitution reactions of haloalkanes, two types are there. One is SN1 reaction and SN2, like this also we can write. SN1 mechanism and SN2 mechanism. Okay, what these all? First let us study SN2 mechanism. What is the meaning of SN2? Okay, this is the first Roman number I have taken. So first I will write like this: nucleophilic substitution bimolecular. This is what in short we call SN2. It's called SN2. Yes. What is SN2? Nucleophilic substitution bimolecular. It is the very important reaction. It can be asked for 3 marks or 2 marks. Okay, it is one of the guaranteed questions. Okay, yes. Nucleophilic substitution we have understood. The nucleophile will come and get substituted to the carbon atom. Hence, halogen atom will leave as a halide ion. Okay, what is bimolecular? We'll study it by taking an example. Okay, this is one of the example given in NCERT. See, remember, nucleophilic substitution reactions, what all will take place? No, they will follow the ways, either SN1 mechanism or SN2 mechanism. Okay, first let us study the SN2 mechanism. Got it? Every reaction will be following their own way. The way of the reaction is called as mechanism. Here we are studying SN2 mechanism, nucleophilic substitution bimolecular. Okay? Yes. By taking an example, that is reaction of methyl chloride with potassium hydroxide. Reaction of methyl chloride with potassium hydroxide. Okay? In the potassium hydroxide, what is the nucleophile? OH minus. Okay, OH minus is the nucleophile. See, let me write the reaction. Reaction of methyl chloride. Methyl chloride, CH3Cl and KOH. Okay, no doubt the CH3 will get the partially positive charge. Therefore, this OH minus attacks the carbon atom. Right? Therefore, what will be formed? CH3OH. Hence, there will be a formation of alcohols and KCl. There is nothing like in the nucleophilic substitution reaction of alkyl halides only there will be a formation of alcohols. Nothing like that. That depends upon what? The incoming nucleophile. If the incoming nucleophile is NH2 here, then ammonia is used instead of KOH, the amines are formed. Like that it is. Okay. Yes. Now you just concentrate on this reaction. Reaction of methyl chloride with the potassium hydroxide. When methyl chloride reacts with the potassium hydroxide, it forms what? Methyl alcohol. Got it? Very easy, isn't it? But now we have to observe the path of the reaction, the way how the reaction has taken place to form the product. The path of the reaction itself is called as mechanism. Therefore, let us study the mechanism of the reaction. See here, CH3Cl is there. At the center, carbon is there, and Cl, and here one hydrogen is there. Okay, I'll write little slide here. Hydrogen and one hydrogen. This is the three-dimensional representation of the molecule as you have studied in the first PUC. Okay. This indicates the bond towards the observer, bond away from the observer, and bond on the plane of the paper. Okay. See, this is what methyl chloride, three-dimensional structure of the methyl chloride. Okay. Now, KOH, OH minus is a incoming electrophile, incoming nucleophile. It bears the negative charge. What is nucleophile? Electron-rich species. Okay, as it has got the partially positive charge, it attacks to the carbon atom. Okay, observe it carefully. As the nucleophile attacks to the carbon, as the nucleophile start attacking to the carbon atom, this carbon halogen bond starts becoming weaker. So, hence there will be a formation of what? Transition state. See, central carbon atom, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. See, it partially has formed the bond OH minus. Okay, and then it weakens. This is what? This is an unstable transition state. Transition state. Okay. At the final, what happens? Here both have formed here it has formed partial bond, it has partially broken its bond. Okay, finally what happens? This bond, as this bond becomes stronger and stronger, this bond becomes weaker and weaker. At a certain stage, at the end of the mechanism, this becomes strong bond and this will break down. Then OH, C, okay, and here it is a hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. See, there is a formation of product now. Got it? And it is very easy and important reaction, important mechanism here. Okay, as the nucleophile enters the carbon atom, see here, this is called as reagent, this is called as substrate. Reagent is a one which will attack. Okay, this is a reagent and this is a substrate. As reagent attacks to the substrate, okay, there will be a formation of transition state. Okay, see here, and one more thing, the attack of this, the formation of this bond and breaking of this bond. The formation of this bond and breaking of this bond takes place simultaneously. Very important. Okay, both will take place simultaneously. Both will take place at the same time. See, formation of this bond and breaking of. Okay, and this becomes stronger, this becomes weaker. At a certain stage, this will break down to form a new nucleophile carbon bond, as I have explained previously. New nucleophile carbon bond. Hence, carbon halogen bond will be broken and OH carbon bond will be formed with the formation of methyl alcohol. Okay, and with this one, and this transition state is not stable, it is in the middle. What happens? Okay, see, and one more thing you can observe here. See, halogen is here and all these hydrogens are away from the halogen atom. Okay, and nucleophile cannot enter by the front side. Nucleophile cannot attack by this side because this is also with a negative charge, this is also with a negative charge. It faces the hindrance here. Okay, therefore it attacks from the opposite side of the halogen atom. It attacks from the opposite side of the halogen atom. Therefore, the nucleophile attacks the back side. Okay, nucleophile attacks from the back side of the halogen atom. Got it? Okay, yes, nucleophile enters here and there will be the formation of the transition state. At the certain stage, it will break down to form the new product. Okay, and here see, all the hydrogen atoms attached to the carbon are away from the halogen atom. But once the nucleophile approaching the carbon atom, what happened in the transition state? Okay, it was towards the observer, away from the observer, on the plane. But what happened in the transition state? All these three hydrogens are on the same plane. And as it is forming still more stronger bond with the carbon atom, all these hydrogen atoms which were away from the halogen have moved to the opposite direction. Means they have become now away from the nucleophile. Okay, this is important to be remembered. This is called as inversion of configuration. This is what we call inversion of configuration. It is exactly the same. If we are taking umbrella, if a strong wind is blowing, what happens? The umbrella turns inside out. See, this is the umbrella. Okay. See, yeah. First the alkyl halide was like this. Carbon atom is here and three hydrogen atoms are here, and this is the halogen atom. Okay, let me show you. This is the halogen atom. Yes, this is the halogen atom. Here the carbon, here are the hydrogen atoms. Understood? Hydrogen atoms, center is the carbon, and here the halogen atom is there. Okay, once the nucleophile entering from this side, what has happened in the transition state? See, they have become plane like this. All the hydrogens are in the same plane. And when the finally product is formed, this carbon halogen bond is broken and new nucleophile carbon bond is formed. Then what happens? All these hydrogen atoms have moved away from this nucleophile. First it was like this. The molecule was like this. Now it has become like this. Got it? What does it mean? Inversion of configuration. Hope you have understood. Got it? See, this is I have shown here in the two-dimensional, on the two-dimensional board I have shown it like this. See, it is nothing but this. This is the mirror image of this. Okay, that is what we call inversion of configuration. Configuration means what? Arrangement of the atoms, the spatial arrangement of the atoms around the carbon atom. How they have arranged. First they have arranged like this. Then after the nucleophile attack, they have inverted their position. Hope you have understood. Okay? Yes, this is the mechanism. Okay, you just write it down.